So it's done. The votes are in. The decision has been made. I woke up this morning confused and a bit scared. That is kind of most days, to be fair, but specifically over the result and what it could mean. But it could be worse. It could be better. The pound has dropped to the lowest it's been for about 30 years. The FTSE's down. There's all this kind of whirlwind of issues. But like I say, it could be worse. For one, we've got 2 to 5 years to adjust. That's good. That gives time for contingencies to be put in place and for, whatever agreement, of an exit kind of contract, if you will, an exit agreement, to be drawn up where, things such as how we trade with Europe and that kind of thing can be fully explored and can be fully looked into. The ideas and the basic plans for the future. Now, it's very easy, and I've seen a lot of people do it on both sides of the fence, to either gloat or to just get really, really bitter and just say thanks for screwing the future for everyone. Because yes, numbers do seem to suggest older generations were more inclined to vote leave. But ones on the sort of higher end of that old spectrum remember when there wasn't an EU and they longed for those halcyon days. The world has changed a lot, but at the end of the day, they voted for what they felt was best. A lot of the younger crowd have grown up knowing nothing but the EU, and they want that stability, and that's fine as well. However you voted, don't be a dick about it. It's that simple. Don't walk around going, screw you. If you're a Leave voter, and don't walk around going, you screwed us all. If you're a Remain voter, because we need now to work together. We need to come together, and work towards the future that will be. No point arguing about it anymore. It's done. When I went to vote yesterday, on the way back, I was like, whoever I speak to, if they're like, oh, how did you vote? I'm going to go, I'm not going to mention it. There's no point anymore. It's done. I'm not going to get into a debate with anyone. Because there's no point once it's done. So as I say, now we need to look forward. We need to figure out how we move past this period of instability and period of change towards making it better for everyone. My friend and the person I review everything he's ever done, Mr. Malpass, did say, that often in periods of great change, those who are left behind are socially and sort of, functionally vulnerable, such as the disabled, and those who are born into poverty, as it were. And he's right. He did also say that, he's going to go and beat some heads in because he's got a great sense of humour. I hope it was a joke. But, he said that, and yeah, that makes sense. We need to be there for those who maybe don't have a voice or find it difficult to make their voice heard. We need to make sure everyone's getting a fair deal out of this. Now, there was also, after the revelation of Cameron's resignation, which I'm surprised there was anyone actually surprised by it, looking at the potential options of who will, succeed him, it was kind of the best of a bad bunch. And I don't know if that's as much the devil you know or whether it's factually accurate, but I'm kind of agreeing with that. I don't think I'm particularly confident with the idea of being run by the main frontrunners, probably Mr. Johnson and Ms. May. Neither of those instill me with great hope, but we've not been led by them. We've been led by Dave, for all his good and bad points. In my opinion, mostly bad too, at least in the middle. But, you know, again, that's a period of change that we will undergo and we will make the best of. So, yeah. Let's just focus on what's to come. But before I do go, on a lighter note, because I feel it's necessary, I don't know if it's escaped anyone's notice that today is the release of the Independence Day sequel, and many people have been calling this Britain's Independence Day. Now, anyone who was going to cry foul and say it's a fix, there's some evidence for you. But until next time, as always, take care.